Hare Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayanamadhiraye Astaprayesu Apadresu Nityam Bhagavatam Sevaya Bhagavati Tamasloke Bhakti Bhagavati Nastiki.
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7. The Song of Drona Punch. That's 23, right?
24.
24.
24.
Say to me, so short. 24.
Yes,
Saha Eva Divalokasya Maya Mohita
Cetasa
Vidase
Smena
Virena Shreya Dharmahari Lakshanam Saeva Jiva Lokasya
Maya Mohita Cetasa Vidase Smena Virena Shriyo Dharmadi Lakshanam Saiva Jiva Lokasya Maya Mohita Cetasa Vidase Smena Virena Shriyo Dharmadi Lakshanam Saeva Jiva Lokasya Maya Mohita Cetasa Vidase Smena Virena Shriyo Dharmadi Lakshanam Saeva Jiva Lokasya Maya Mohita Cetasa Vidase Smena Virena Shriyo Dharmadi Lakshanam Saeva Jiva Lokasya Maya Mohita Cetasa Shriyo Dharmadi Lakshanam Saeva Jiva Lokasya Maya Mohita Cetasa Vidase Smena Virena Shriyo Dharmadi Lakshanam
That's Transcendence.
Deva
Certainly. Jiva Lokasya of the conditioned living beings. Maya Mohita captivated by illusory energy. Cetasa by the heart. Vidase execute. Smena by your own. Virena influence. Shreya ultimate good. Dharmadi the four principles of liberation. Lakshanam characterized by translation and focus by the members by
Jai.
Yet, though you are beyond the purview of the material energy, you execute before principle of liberation characterized by religion and so on. For the ultimate good of the conditioned soul. Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, out of his conscious mercy, descend on the manifested world without being influenced by the material mode of nature. He is eternally beyond the material manifestation. He descends out of his conscious mercy only to reclaim the fallen soul who are captivated by the illusory energy. They are attracted by the material energy and they want to enjoy her in the false pretext. Though in essence, the living entity is unable to enjoy. One is eternally the Savior, the Savior of the Lord. When he forgets his position, he tends to join the material world that actually is in illusion. The Lord descends to eradicate the false sense God, thus reclaim the conditioned soul back to Godhead. That is the all-merciful nature out of the Lord for the fallen soul. Om Savarutam Paritam Saitam Krishna Krishna Paramita Sri Vipatam Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Kankara Vadalam Pambulam Yatri Vadalam Shri Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7, the Song of Purna Punish, Text 24. Saya Jivalokasya Maha Mahita Sa Yatse Dena Dena Sriya Dharmadi Action. Yet, although you are beyond the view of material energy, you execute the four principles of liberation characterized by religion and so on. So, for the ultimate good of the conditioned soul. So yes, in the previous verse, in the purport, which was saying that the Lord expands Himself in innumerable forms of products and the living entities, along with His different energies. But Sri Krishna is the original primordial from whom everything emanates. The all-pervasive faith of the Lord experience within the manifested world is also a partial representation of the Lord. The translation is saying, you are the original presence of God who expands himself all over the creation and is transcendental to material energy. You have cast away the effects of the material energy by dint of your spiritual potency. You are always situated in eternal peace and transcendental knowledge. So, yes, you can understand that as though you are beyond the purview of the material energy, you execute the four principles of liberation characterized by religion, and so on for the ultimate good of the unsought soul. So this verse, the living entities covered by illusion, they try to enjoy. Yes, so, but the Lord is very merciful. Although he is not directly implicated in these material activities, he tries to arrange that the living entities in this material world enjoy, and at the same time also don't forget to return back. Yeah. So he executes the four principles of liberation carried by religion. So we have let's say four types of liberation that we know, and also four activities that we perform in this material world here. The last is mentioned this with you last time. Atta, Kama, Atta, and Moksha. And for liberations, Mukti, it was mentioned here, the previous verse, Sasti Moksha, Vakya Moksha. Sayujya is not good. Sayujya is merged into the Brahmanjyoti. We have Samipya, we have Sasti, we have Swarupya. Last one. Samipya, Sasti, Swarupya. Last one. If you don't know the four, you cannot get liberation. That's one. Sasti. So, Salokya. Salokya Mukti. Salokya. So, Swarupya. Swarup means form. So, we attend by practicing the worship service, we can get one of the four liberation. See, which is Swarupya Mukti means we get the same bodily feature. Krishna. Vaikuntha, everybody there, they have four arms. Krishna. Sasti, Mukti is having the same opulence with Krishna. Same opulence. And Samipya means living in his constant company of the Lord. And Salokya means, Salokya Mukti means, Salokya means to live in the same planets. Yeah, there's a four liberation. Now, this is when we are in the platform of devotional service. And when we are in the platform of material activities, then we go for Kama, Atta, Dharma, and Moksha. And that Moksha is to go to the highest, to one of the highest anywhere, and the planets within this material energy, not beyond. But by practicing devotional service, we get mukti beyond this material existence. Yeah. So I mentioned here that because the Creator mentioned that this the Lord expanded himself in many expansions, along with his different energies. But Sri Krishna is the original. Govindam Adi Purusham the Govindam Purusham. Remember Lord. And then when one verse, the same chapter, the same book, same canto, 1:328. 1:328 says, Ete kamsa kalapamsam Krishna stupagamam Indriya andhari mukta ekulam bakam. Indiranti means all above mentioned incarnation, all the above mentioned incarnation are in a preliminary portion or portion of the preliminary portion of the Lord. But Lord Sri Krishna is the original personality of God. All of them appear on planets whenever there is a disturbance created by atheists. The Lord incarnates to protect the taste. So take up some this particular form is different from other ones. So the Prabhupada gives some example when there are many candles, 10, 20, 100, and you lit one candle, and from that first candle you can also lit the other one. So when you put them on the table on the line, you say, oh, all the candles are the same. Yeah. Look like the same. But one candle is original. From that first candle, the other one is about light. So sometimes in this so-called Hinduism, to say Krishna came as the 8th son of Devaki. So they believe that Krishna came from Vishnu or Narayana. So the Krishna we are worshipping in Vishnu temple, from Hindu, very well. In ISKCON we are worshipping an expansion of Vishnu or Narayana. So they think Vishnu or Narayana is superior to Krishna. That's what they think. And it's like you have a train coming from you're on your station from Kumasi here. The train is coming from Makra, going to Bugina or something. So you are waiting your train and Kumasi station. So when the train comes to Kumasi and you enter the train, doesn't mean that the train started journey from Kumasi. It's coming from Accra, going to another place. So some people they just enter the train where they met it. So they conclude that this Krishna is coming from Vishnu and Narayana. But they forget the 3 Purusha avatars. Mahavishnu or Carudeshna Vishnu, Mahavishnu. And we have Gabo Vishnu and we have Shiva Vishnu. So the Krishna with 2 hands and foot, his first expansion was Mahavishnu, gigantic form of Vishnu. Very big, very huge. So it comes from Krishna. So He was lying, he was a kind of a yoga mudra, meditating, and from his body, the sweat started coming. And it filled half of the universe, material universe. Now, then he lay down on that water coming from his body. It's called Narayana. The one who is lying down on Narayana. So, if you look at it from the beginning, this Krishna who manifested Mahavishnu. Not Mahavishnu, but manifested Krishna. That's from the beginning. Now, this is number one. Mahavishnu is lie down on the ocean. I mean, causal ocean. Some Christian mentioned that in the beginning of the creation, the Lord was lying down on the water. Which water? Remember the details. In the beginning of the creation, the Lord was lying on the water. This is Narayan. Now, when Narayan was lying down on the ocean, then from his pores, universes start coming from the pore. In numbers, many, not planets, universes came from his body. And he took a second form of Vishnu, the whole, to enter into each of the universe. He was lying down there. From the bottom of each universe, he creates Brahma from the lotus flower. The third Vishnu is shown that entered in everyone. Even because some people they don't study the scriptures, Lord Ramachandra, he came 2,000 years before Krishna. Because Ramayana was before Mahabharata. 7,000 years ago, Lord Ram came. Krishna came 5,000 years ago. So, when they calculate from the modern brain, they say, well, Lord Ram came before Krishna, therefore, Lord Ram is superior to Krishna. Some Hindu temples, Hindu sampradayas, we say, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Then they say, Hare Rama, then they do it for it. You cannot change it. We have some people like that in Togo, they have a temple there. You cannot argue with them. They think, you guys, you are wrong. You are chanting the mantra. They say, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. But this Krishna, because the Prabhupada knew that Ram is an incarnation of Krishna. Actually, they all came from the second Vishnu. The Bhagavatam Vishnu, all the incarnations come from him. Yeah. Ramachandra, all the anytime we reach to what the theme of Vishnu Puran, you will see that Lord Narayan is always discussing with Lakshmi what to do. Because there's something happening, so Lord Brahma, along with the demigod, they go and meet Vishnu, where? To Tadipa. And they chant the prayer, Purusha Sutta. And Lord Vishnu gives them the response to the heart of Brahma. Then he says, okay, they go back here. So, let Krishna come. So the same thing when Kamsa was disturbing, they went to meet Mother had took the form of a bull, which was crying. She went to meet Brahma, and Brahma took her and they went to see Vishnu Narayan. Then he said, okay, no worry, I'll come. But that is after Krishna has already manifested his form. I mean, Krishna is from whom all the incarnations are coming from. So Krishna is the original personality. Yeah. So From this verse, we have these four kind of liberation, the principle of liberation. So, like in ISKCON, you can say if you really properly follow ISKCON, you can say that we are already having those four liberties. Because one of the principles, one of the benefits of pure devotion service is called moksha lavutakriti. It is there in nectar devotion. First is the six characteristics of pure devotion service. The first is Krishnagni. The second is Subhada. And the other ones, among them, is called Moksha Lavutakriti. Pure devotional service is beyond liberation. Meaning, if you are engaged in pure devotional service, liberation is not happening for you. Because we are already liberated. That's why you are able to serve. In Bhagavatam text 7:7, verse 28, from there it says, for those whose sinful action has got stopped from the past life, and this lifetime they can yes, 7:28. That is, yeah. Yeah.
Persons who have acted piously in previous lives,
Yeah.
and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, are free from the dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination.
Yeah, with determination. Those, okay, again from the beginning,
Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life.
This life. Mean they have acted piously in the previous life and in this life also. You see? So, in your past life, you were good. This life also, you are good. Mean there is no leftover karma. Then you can practice devotional service with determination. So, I mean, the arrangement of ISKCON is in such a way that when you join ISKCON, if you follow properly, you cannot be touched by material energy. Yeah, just like Lord Ramachandra, Lord Lakshman, yes, he told Sita, please don't go out from the cycle, don't go out, please, don't go. In the beginning she was following, but Ravan, he came, he used trick, he used his gun to trap Sita. So first she wanted to go out, and she realized that, okay, Lakshman told me I cannot go out. But Ravana said, look, if you don't give me, I'm a sadhu, I'm a sadhu. You little girl, you don't know anything. You are giving me food. You are giving me food that the manner you are giving is not good, it's not proper. So give to me with love and consideration. If you don't give me the food, the donation in the proper mood and behavior, and yes, I'll crush you. And she was afraid. When she did what she was not supposed to do, and she crossed, then she got arrested by another one. So the same thing also, the structure of ISKCON. Like we have this fence, the boundaries, ISKCON protects mercy for this fence. So if you as far as or as long as you stay in this compound, you cannot be touched by what is happening outside there. So to be in ISKCON also does not mean to be in the premises of ISKCON or to be in four walls of ISKCON. To be in ISKCON means to abide with the principle of ISKCON. So in that way, Maya cannot touch. Anybody who does this at least minimum every day, good ones, anyone who keep the four regular principle, anyone who follow Ekadasi, anyone who is engaged in the sadhana, without doing all these things without fraud, without offense, Yeah. So, but when we don't follow all this things properly, then the tendency is to be exposed by our actions. So in ISKCON, when we check it properly, these four liberations we are already following them. For Salokya Mukti, if you really believe, because in the third canto it mentioned that the deities, installed deities in the ISKCON temple, they are not different from Krishna in Vaikuntha or Goloka. Anyone who thinks that the deities are stone or wood is no offense. I mean, the deities we are worshipping, if you are not playing them, then we believe that Sri Radha Gopinath or Radha Govinda and Akra and wherever, they are Krishna himself. One day, Srila Prabhupada was giving, it was busy, so he asked one of the disciples, that was in the Bible, he asked one of the disciples to give the Bhagavad Gita class. Papa was in his room. So he was listening to the class also. So the devotee was so far to impress the guests. So he said, yes, in this one we worship the deities. And Krishna is not different from the deities. Krishna is in the deities. Krishna is in the deities. Oh, so Papa, this man, he said nonsense. Papa kept that. Hey, you show me. Which part of the deities Krishna is? Which part? And Papa corrected him. He said, Krishna is not in the deities. The deities is Krishna. Do you follow? Yes. So what we are seeing here, we should come to the level of accepting and realizing that we are not worshipping stone, stone or wood or something. It is Krishna himself. We have to come to that understanding. So if we come to that understanding, if we realize that, then we are already practicing Salokya Mukti. Because wherever Krishna is called Vaikuntha. This place is Goloka. So if we are living with Krishna, I mean we are living the same planet as him. So we are already practicing Salokya Mukti. Now the Swarupya Mukti, right? Krishna there has two arms. We also have two arms. Krishna wear dhoti, we are dhoti. The Mataji is the white saree like Srimad Radharani. Tilla, everything, same thing. And also Sarsti Mukti means the same opulence. In ISKCON, whatever we eat, we first offer to Krishna. Now we are doing offering. We share the same opulence with Krishna in ISKCON temple. That's why one of the six opulences of Krishna, one of them is a renunciation. His beauty, his strength, his everything, but one of the qualities is renounce, is not attached to those qualities. So, the same way also, his opulence is official. One analogy in Bhagavad Gita is saying that the servant of the king is practically enjoying the same opulence with the king. If you are a driver of Prime Minister, you will be riding the same car. If you are a cook of a Prime Minister, you eat the same food with the Prime Minister. You live in the same palace because you have to go and clean there, you have to go and wash things. You live in the palace. So by serving Krishna, then automatically you enjoy the same opulence like Krishna. So Sarsti, same opulence, Samidya, same body figure, and Salokya, we are living in the same environment of Krishna. And the last one is Salokya, Samidya, Sasi, yeah, Salokya. Understand? So that's why devotees, they don't think of liberation, because to be able to practice serious devotion service, you must be liberated first. Otherwise, it's not. From the verse we read, those who fast life they ask purely, and this life they are asking purely, they can serve Krishna with devotion. Understand? Yeah. So we have to understand that liberation is already guaranteed for devotees. But those who are not devotees, they will go to first sense gratification, then excellent their sense gratification, then some religiosity to try to please Krishna. Last time we mentioned about to try to please Krishna and to try to get some result. Then liberation to go to higher planets. Even the Karashi, sometimes we do a Karashi. The devotees they do a Karashi not to go to, generally people do a Karashi to go to other planets. But the devotee, when they do, it's called the Karashi is called the day of Lord Hari. In Karashi, the devotee they stop doing other things, and they concentrate more on chanting and reading and sadhana. And the result of the Karashi, most of them is for ancestors, for our parents who are suffering. Is that like that? Well, many times Narada Muni makes some things who pass away and they are suffering. They think that they tell this Narada, if you get with the heart, go and tell my father, my son, to do this to Karashi for me to get the devotion. So for devotees, the result of the Karashi is to give blessing to family members and ancestors. So Krishna consciousness is very powerful. It's very, very, very powerful. By practicing Krishna consciousness, we are above material energy. Yeah. So we have to understand that when they love that we are worshipping the original Supreme Personality. It's not an expansion. It is the original personality of Krishna, from whom all the other incarnations came from. Narayan, Vishnu, Prabhachandra, Upendra, and Trivikram, all of them are Balaram, also Balaram, the first is also Krishna. Krishna is the original. So that's why we think every morning. Do you think why Srila Prabhupada he arranged that we play this Govinda devotion in the temple every morning? Do you think the old man doesn't know what to do? We must remind ourselves every day that we are worshipping the original. That way, we cannot have the tendency to go and look for another God, superior God. Govindam very sweet. When I joined this one, I was beginning. Wow, that's some Govinda. I played throughout morning, evening. So sweet. Then one thing also that Mayavadi they don't understand. They don't understand that how Krishna, how a person can be the cause of everything. Because the material mind will tell us that everything in this material world must have a cause or an origin. So they cannot understand why Krishna, God himself, where is he coming from? Where is the question? Even devotees, that question should be there in our brain. But because we are worshipping Krishna, that question, we don't mind. We are so happy. Just like the gopis, Mother Yashoda, we don't ask to know who is Krishna. Is he God or is he not God? They are happy serving him. They see him as their son, that's all. what's his name? Nanda Maharaj, he went to see Uddhava. So he was complaining to Uddhava, told him, my dear Nanda Maharaj, oh, you are very, very lucky. You are lucky. Why are you lucky? Say, because you have the Supreme Personality of Godhead as your son. So Nanda Maharaj looked at him. Are you okay? Are you not? You say, I'm lucky because I have the Supreme Personality of Godhead as my son. Because you don't know what is. Go and stay with me one day. You will see that. That's perfect. You are calling. You go and look at what is it. All kind of nonsense is it. Stealing butter. Sometimes you go and you say Krishna pastime. Sometimes when you go and see the other babies, you make some funny things and you don't cry. You just mention. I don't know. You will see butter. So many things. So Nanda Maharaj said, probably, this is your Supreme Person Godhead. Maybe it's for you, but for me, it's my boy. It's my boy, my little boy. So look at my cover. So they cannot rely that Krishna is God. Otherwise, the copy is the same thing. They see him as a lover. The cowboys, they see him as a friend. Yeah. Nanda Maharaj, they see Krishna as my son. Krishna is his son in Dwarka with the queens. They see, oh, this is our father. Period. That's all. So the same way also, in Islam, God has arranged everything in such a way that we don't think of liberation, because the devotion service is so sweet, so interesting that we are happy, we are satisfied with the fact that we are practicing devotion service. Yeah? So, yet, though you are beyond the purview of the material energy, you execute the fourth goal for liberation characteristic, characterized by religion and so on, for the ultimate good of the conditioned soul. So we are here as conditioned soul, but Krishna didn't forget us. He made all arrangements possible for us to gradually. So yesterday, arranged for authorized or legalized system. This is called Varnashram Dharma. Meaning, if you follow Varnashram Dharma, the society will be peaceful, harmony, everything will be happy. But when you are peaceful, when you get enough food, when you have a good place to sleep, then what next? So he was not satisfied himself. So his guru Nalamuni came to tell him, look, you have done nice, very good, but something missing. You didn't mention in your scriptures Krishna and his pure devotees. So when Vasudev wrote Vedanta Sutra, then he started looking happy. So that I will get Srimad Bhagavatam. That's all. Yeah. So Krishna always arranged that the devotee beyond the sense of education, and they get the real substance. Now we are getting the cover, the substance. Like if you see a granite, you press it, the love is inside. But we are interested in the external, the cover of the granite. The real substance is inside. So we have to get the substance, not the external. So we are trying to, say, although in essence, the living entity is unable to enjoy, one is eternally center of the Lord. When he forgets this position, he thinks of enjoying the material world. But factually, he is an illusion. The Lord descends to eradicate this false sense of enjoyment and thus reclaim conditioned soul back to God. That is the all-merciful nature of the Lord, God's conditioned soul. We are happy here, but Lord is not happy there. He wants by all means for us to go back. He's making all arrangements possible. Sending avatars, sending pure devotees, sending scriptures. So we have to take advantage of that. He himself comes. The other day, the Master Bhakti Bhagavatam, sometimes he himself comes. He cannot come. He will send avatars, he will send pure devotees. He always making arrangements. He said that if we make one step towards Krishna, Krishna make 10 steps. Krishna is even more eager for us to go back than ourselves. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much for this very enlightening class, and especially understanding the supremacy of Krishna. When we say Krishna is the supreme personality of God, that is very clear by the narration you're making today, Maharaj. Right, my question is, like you were saying, most of the Hindu tradition, they do think that Krishna is avatar of Narayan, yes. And one thing that I also sometimes ponder about is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we say is none other than Krishna himself. He is not different from Krishna, he is Krishna himself. But we call him the Yuga avatar. Avatar means that he is an expansion. So why do we use such name as avatar for Mahaprabhu? Even in TCL, Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, we call him the avatar, the golden avatar. So then is it right to call the Mahaprabhu an avatar?
Yeah, the term avatar means the one who descends. Avatar, the one who descends. But in the context of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have to understand that it is Krishna. And Sunday we are going to celebrate tomorrow. We are going to celebrate Advaita Acharya's. So, Advaita Acharya, Vishnu and Shiva, they met and where in one planet, and they were both thinking the same thing. That look, Krishna came to teach Bhagavad Gita, and after he left, the world doesn't change. We are having more Mayavadis, more countries, and the world is not becoming better. So both of them, they're thinking like that. I think that the ocean of milk, something like that, when they both met, they embraced tightly. That both the form, Vishnu and Shiva, became one. They become Advaita Acharya. So Advaita Acharya is combination of Shiva and Vishnu. So when he said his plan is to come to cry and bring back Krishna. Krishna must come back. Because while he thought in Bhagavad Gita, it enters here and came out from here. People are not practicing. So he must come back to apply what he taught. That's why we call him we call him also Mahabananiya Avatar, the most merciful avatar. We call him also Gupta Avatar, hidden avatar. Yeah, many names. Many names. But from the scriptures we know who is for those who don't know the scriptures, they can speculate that. But we devotees will know who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We know that it is Krishna. It actually is Radha and Krishna. Krishna wanted to enjoy, to try to understand how Srimati Radharani enjoys when he served. She served him. So we know. But the same thing, I was also mentioning that some Hindus, they think that Krishna is emanating from Narayan or Vishnu. Same thing or some way also some people they think that Siddhanta Prabhu, because he came on Kali Yuga, he's just a recent avatar. Even then we talk of general religion, they will classify Chaitanya Prabhu as the last incarnation. Jesus came for 3,000 years ago. But Buddha 4,000 years ago, Jesus 2,000 years ago, Muhammad 2,000 years ago, Chaitanya Prabhu 500 years ago. So if we make this calculation, they will say Chaitanya Prabhu is the least incarnation. It's obviously, but his Krishna himself is coming back. Yeah. It's mentioned in the one of Puran that in the Kali Yuga, Lord Shiva was telling his wife Parvati that look, in the Kali Yuga, I will go and teach Mayavadi philosophy. That is Krishna, Shiva came as a Sankaracharya. Beginning before Kali Yuga appears. So before the Kali Yuga appears also, it is mentioned about the glory of the Mahamantra. Who is going to bring the Mahamantra? It was already mentioned. So those who know the scriptures, they know the chronology of things. But those who just go in the shop and buy a book and start reading, they will say Krishna is a blue god. Some people even say Krishna, he died in India and he did his cremation because they believe in that story where the hunter shoot Krishna with. No, they believe that. But we know the real story. We know that Krishna, when he got that hunter, his arrow, we know the origin of the arrow. Krishna and Balaram, they thought, look, this boy, my son, nobody kill him. They are very powerful. So Krishna arranged that they went to parties, they drank, and they got intoxicated and they were fighting. First of all, they went to laugh at one stage. Samba took a piece of iron, and this guy himself has a Mataji. So they went to see a sages. Hey, you are sages. You know the future. Which type of baby this lady will give birth to? So they say, they thought these boys they are laughing at us. They say this lady, she's going to born a piece of iron. And they manifested. So they were in panic. So long story, the sages they told them ground it in powder and throw it in the river. So they did that. So when the water was carrying it to go, the powder they became like from sugar cane, iron. And one piece of that went. And the hunter he saw it and placed it on the tip of his arrow. That he saw the big toe of Krishna. He was preparing to leave. So he saw and he shook. Almost get it. So he approached. When he got there, he realized that look, it is Krishna himself. Vishnu, and Krishna was about to go. So I'm sorry. Then I forgot this story that Krishna told him, look, it is not your fault. It is my arrangement. It's time for me to go back to Godhead. So it is not a mistake. See, so by some scriptures, you will see that Krishna is dead, died, and the body was cremated. So let's be careful with what we call, we have junk food. So we can have junk scriptures. The junk food means all kind of food, called fast food. We are traveling, fast food, it's junk food. Too much spice, cooked with the mood of the cooking some good in passion. It's junk food. If you eat that, you bring your consciousness low. So also we have junk scriptures, all kind of combination, and they call it scripture. Yeah, so we have to know the origin of everything. That's why we say the Veda. The Veda, in the beginning, Lord has then divided the Veda into 4 to make it easy. When it was still difficult, he summarized the Vedas, Vedanta Sutra. Then the commentary of Vedanta Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Shichan Sargamita Vedas. Yeah. So, I hope this is a question.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you.
So it's there. You go to some temple in India, they will not accept this, the way we chant mantra. They will say Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama. We will say Hare Krishna. We put Krishna. They will put Rama first because they believe that Rama came before Krishna. So why not giving more respect to Ram than Krishna? That's what you think. There are so many wrong conceptions about ISKCON. Many wrong conceptions about ISKCON. People don't understand. And when they come, then they start understanding things. Otherwise, first we say why we don't worship Ganesh, why we think Krishna is superior than Shiva. In the morning we are reading about Durga. When you look at it, it looks like Durga. She is also the same level of Krishna. We are reading about this morning. Right? But these are Shaktis, energies, different energies. That's why we send the Ishvara Parama Krishna. Parama Krishna, Sachitananda Vigraha. Anadi Adi Govinda. This is the most difficult part. Anadi Adi Govinda is the cause of everything by himself. So this is very, very difficult to understand, even from devotees. How can Krishna himself? Yes. When Krishna, who created Krishna? Who created God? It's not easy. So if you don't practice sadhana every day, one day the doubts. That's why Arjuna called Krishna called Arjuna. No, Arjuna called Krishna Madhusudan, the one who can kill my doubts. Madhu. The demon, Madhu means the demon of doubts. Krishna said, those who have doubt me, they cannot attain perfection this life or the next. Doubt is very dangerous. So if you start doubting about Krishna, who Krishna himself, who created him? Yeah. Another point? Another question? Another comment? Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Param Puja Srila Bhakti Carudeshna Swami Maharaj ke